Hey buddy, it's Victor. It's time to Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Mondays are going off to a great start here. We're waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes over the weekend. Thank you all very much for the support, seriously, on Alt Path Week. I know some of it was a little bit sloppy. Some of it, I missed a few pills here and there. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first off, here's your meme of the day, sent in here by a prestigious Turn 268 on the Sinvicta subreddit. Title thread was the extremely clutch room on episode 104, which Sin did a superhuman play in. Hollywood freeze frame. Yep, that's me with the cat ears. You're probably wondering how I got into this whole mess. Yeah, that's one of those rooms, man, that you have to time your shots great, and really it's a good example of what I talk about when you're talking about your outgoing damage, talking about having any sort of variance in your shots, because you need that one shot, that one little separation of distance between you and an enemy that's like right next to you, in order it makes or breaks runs. I mean, that's just how it goes. So Victor Quebec 7 Zulu 8 Mike Foxtrot 1. We've got Demon Baby. Oh, good tiers, good shot speed, and kind of meh damage and meh movement speed, but also 3 soul hearts. And once again, we're starting with portable slot, and let's just nuke our range even more here with number 1. Is going to give us at the soft cap of 5.0 tiers, but obviously destroy our range. This is a lot better than the alternative, though, I will say, than having bad tiers. But decompressing from Alt Path Week, as we talked about yesterday, and moving more towards it today, this is a fresh day of recording here for me. A couple of the episodes, namely last Friday's episode, or last Thursday's episode, was, it was admittedly sloppy. It was one of those episodes where I recorded when I was like really, really, really tired. And I know that I say that I try not to do that every now and then, but with the way that schedules goes, and I have other things that I do as well on top of getting the streams done and setting up for Pokemon breaks, or that sort of thing. I have a set time that I try to get some videos done. And that particular day was really bad in terms of sleep. So I try not to record when I'm that tired, but there are some times when it's unavoidable. And yeah, the gameplay goes down a little bit. I try not to let it affect me too much. But obviously, who knew that if you don't play very well when your brain doesn't work very well. off of being too sleepy. So it sounds like a popular excuse, but it is honestly true. So you couple in how forgetful I can be every now and then with just the simple fact of being like, oh hey, by the way, now we're being forgetful, and on top of being super tired. So I know it's an excuse. It's not a very good excuse, but that is part of the reason why you'll see me skip over pills or be a little bit more forgetful than not. I really want to get that heart, but yeah. We're going to last week's question of the episode, coming in from the Diabolical episode, and this one was sent in by Marcus Cannon, who said, a question a little bit personal. How did you get into metal, and where did you decide to start playing it, recording it, and putting it out for the public? I've had this question for a while. So I actually didn't really have a musical genre that I enjoyed, because I didn't really listen to music. Back in the day, when I was born and raised in Bermuda, there wasn't popular like American music out there. I thought Demon Baby was about to screw us there. And so music to me really wasn't all that big of a deal. I didn't play music. It was, island life is a lot different than what you would typically consider to be a regular school life here in the States. And so when I would come over to the U.S., I was usually getting exposed to stuff that I'd never seen before or heard before. And in this case, it was my Chinese grandfather who bought me a copy of Load by Metallica, and I'd never heard of Metallica before. And I was like, oh, what is this? I'm gonna check it out. And then turns out he was like, yeah, so we already have max tiers. I don't think soy milk really helps us here. I think it harms us more. But max tiers plus soy milk can also be interesting as far as a damage deliverer goes. So we'll see. Might be a bad idea. Probably is a bad idea, but at least we're going to be firing a absolute butt ton of tiers here. So yeah, it was thanks to my Chinese grandfather who bought me a Metallica album way back in the day, where I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. I'd never heard metal before, so that's really what got me curious. And then of course Metallica is usually the gateway band to a lot of other people in different genres, and you know, that led me to checking out Pantera and, you know, other bands too. So in terms of when did I start playing it, Jello and Soy Milk is honestly not that great. Honestly, I'm just going to take Money Equals Power. I don't want to deal with Dark Matter again. The fear shots with Soy Milk are just going to make things even worse. But I decided that I wanted to start playing music when after listening to Metallica. I was like, man, I bet I could do that. And listening to Lars play drums and stuff, it basically just came down to me one day being like, do I want to play drums or guitar? Which one do I feel like I understand more? And I understood the drums a lot more than guitar and stuff. So, and we made a high school band, and we played some shows, and then you know, after that, I started doing the PvP videos and stuff, and I was never really meaning for this to turn into a thing, but I was like, you know, after I met Husky, I needed to be able to put out content that wasn't copyright flagged or anything on YouTube. And so, and with me at the height of me doing Word of Lauder episodes, I was like, man, I'm gonna need my own music. Like, this is the only thing that I can really do, that I'd be able to monetize it, but more importantly, it wouldn't get muted everywhere. So that necessity of needing music brought me basically back out of semi-retirement from doing music and stuff to like wanting to write music and play music again. And then that turned into the Word of Lauder, and then, you know, from there on out, it was just me and Mark and our old vocalist Nick, just writing stuff for the videos. And eventually, with the way that the channel grew more and more, it turned into like a full-fledged band that we're just writing stuff in the studio, and the next thing you know, here we are. Now, it's been a while. That was the most ridiculous. Have you ever seen that trite jumped from here, dude? I don't even know how we triggered its sight, because we were standing right here. You can even see where the Golden Heart blew up here. That was ridiculous, game. That's a monologue buster right there of a schmoove. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Anyway, it's been a while since we've done original music, because Mark and I, something that you all don't know, or some of you may know or may not know, Mark and I also do commission work for games, and we do commission work for podcasts and that sort of stuff, and that keeps us busy on top of making our own stuff. So generally speaking, you know, we're always, even though we're not always necessarily putting out new music for Word of Lauder, for our stuff, we're still writing new music pretty much every single week. It's just not stuff that we publish. And like, I'll come up with an idea or two and say, hey, Mark, like, you know, I want to do a riff that sounds like this, or I want to do this. I really heard this awesome song on TikTok the other day, or on my YouTube shorts, and I think that we could do something like this. And we'll write something, but, you know, nothing really comes to fruition in terms of like a full-fledged song or anything like that. Mostly right now we're doing just a bunch of commissioned work for various projects and podcasts and other themes that people ask me to do. Like Scorpio here. And another thing that's slowed us down a little bit this year in terms of original music has been my inability to write good vocal lines. I always feel like I'm not very good at writing, like just coming up with like original vocal stuff. I can do the vocals, obviously. I'm much better at mimicking what I hear than I am coming up with like original things. So that's also slowed us down quite a bit. Like we've got some songs that we've been sitting on for months now, that are basically, it's being held back by me not quite liking what I'm coming up with for vocals. Because you got to remember, I'm coming at it from the point of view of a drummer, not a vocalist. So that whole shift has been really kind of jarring for me. It's something I'm still kind of learning how to get used to. I'm gonna try to hold on to the world card here. Getting soy milk and having Scorpio here is nice. It's pretty much an instant application of the poison. Mushrooms here. Who's blowing up my phone right now? Give me a second. Sorry about that. Like I'll see a number call my phone. If it's one that comes up with like spam risk or just one I don't recognize, I never ever pick up the phone. But when the same number calls back multiple times, I'm like, is it a doctor's office that I don't know, or is it just someone being overly persistent? And it's just someone being overly persistent, which I really wish that they would do something about. But what can you do? We don't want to go into the boss room yet right now because we want to try to at least get a soul heart. I will not be baited into going to another bad vault. Will not. You're not going to do it this time, game. I'd much rather use 2 bombs and 2 keys to get those golden chests there than anything else. See, in this room here, right there. So that is another picture perfect example of the thing that I talk about. Oh, we're just gonna do this room again, huh? Where you want to be in control of your outgoing damage at all times, and Demon Baby makes it to where I'm not in control of my outgoing damage, and he can inadvertently trigger one of those bomb flies when I'm not ready for it to trigger. So that's the kind of stuff that I always it's the run of redundancy here, that I always try to help people understand the logic behind the reasons why I do some of the things I do and the tendencies that I have. And whenever I can point out a very good example of that stuff, I try to, like that room right there, the bomb fly room. A greed fight. Because Demon Baby would be one of those examples where someone would look at it and be like, oh, there's no downside whatsoever. Even the conjoined is not a downside. It's like, no, there's actually significant ones. And I still try to explain that to people, and then people, I honestly think some people who watch me are just defiant, just to be defiant. Either to be contrarian or just because they don't like me or whatever. When I'm trying to very plainly put out the reason why. Look, there is a reason why you would want to be in control of your outgoing damage at all times in this game. Like that one little bomb hit could be life or death. You know, we go back to the screenshot of the day from episode 104. And talking about being in control of your shots, like knowing whenever I can predict, am I going to get a knockback here from this shot, or do I have something like eye drops where we're going to be firing multiple shots at the same time that could very severely alter the path that I'm anticipating from something that's trying to run at me. And that's the kind of level of thinking that I have when it comes to Isaac. And if I can do a better job at articulating that, I try to as best as I can. Sometimes it's lost on people. Sometimes it's I'm not going. Sometimes people understand it. Sometimes people don't, and then sometimes people are also just willfully just ignoring it anyway, just because they want to find something to complain about. And you know, it is what it is. You either get it or you don't. I try to help people understand it and get it as much as I can. Secret room should be there, but I don't have any bombs, and I'm not planning on using the portable slot right here. Especially with us having Steam sale right now, 14 cents equals 2 premium items that we could get out of the shop. Decent soul hearts here, I'll take it. I gotta say, you know, soy milk so far hasn't really hurt having so far. Did I say so far already? The max fire rate right now has just been really crushing it. I'm hoping that we get some kind of tier effect, though, that can synergize with it. Let's go back. I don't actually know if the secret room's here. It usually is, but the skinning room is making me think that the map spawned it somewhere else. I'm gonna hold off on using our bombs. Like right here, that little change that I had to do to not get hit by that globe, and we get hit there if we have anything less than 1.15 movement speed, so straight up. And even Demon Baby shooting this fly downward like that is not something that I want, because we're trying to get into the middle of that cross beam of Death Rattle from that black fly, and you know, having to adjust like that requires mobility, and you got to be on your toes. It's that kind of unpredictability that I don't like in Isaac. To most people, it's probably not even going to matter. Just kind of like whatever, just deal with it. But again, we're talking about wanting to win every run that you can. And when things get to the point where like you know what the game is supposed to do, and then it doesn't do it because of whatever reason, that's when it kind of throws you off a little bit, and you gotta do a better job adjusting. 1 bomb for 5 cents is an equal trade here. It's actually in favor of us, and I guess we're just not gonna find anything on this level. There are no rooms at all. Just a mob trap room, and that's it. No shops, no item rooms, no nothing. Tricky dodge right there. And eventually, we'll find whatever's lurking on this floor. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I have been told that there are item rooms and stores on this floor. They do exist. I have a curse room here, which at this point I'm probably not even gonna go into. I'm gonna save this HP for hopefully a double deal. 73%. We should get one. And our quest for an item room continues. Hey, look at that. So whenever you see a big drought of rooms where you don't have anything, there's nothing showing on the map, 9.9 times out of 10, your item room and your shop are going to be right next to each other. Which is exactly what happened here. Well, we definitely do not need any more tiers ups, but thank you, game. We'll take the blue map. We'll take this, and yeah, we'll buy a half-price sack. Usually good value there. Now is definitely time for us to have Ghost Pepper or have Bird's Eye. We have Positive Luck. We've got Soy Milk. Soy Milk's the biggest factor in all of that. Reverse Hermit card could give us a bunch of money if we needed it, which we kind of do, I guess. Super Greed. Yeah, let's go check the super secret room up here. We do have a fair bit amount of time to get to boss rush too. Now those double keys here pretty much have to go for it. And prayer card, I will take the prayer card. I'm not going to take fruitcake, even though we have soy milk. I don't think it's a wise decision here. Just a moment. Yeah, I may need to pause the recording briefly for my grocery delivery, which is on the way here. So, of course, it's going to be instantaneous for you all, but just letting you know that there will be a brief pause in the recording. I try to make a disclaimer whenever we see that. So if you hear a little bit of an audio skip on the music, that's what it's from. Reverse Hermit card, get a bunch of sacks, get a bunch of money here. That was definitely a good use of it here. Prayer card's going to give us an Eternal Heart that we can use over and over and over again. And honestly, the silver dollar is a pretty big pickup too. We need to get a move on though if we want to try to make boss rush. And obviously this Emperor card is, you know, we're gonna use it to slam the door on this run. It does feel nice not having to go to alt path again. You know, just being back on our usual shtick here with Eden runs. Of course, we have the Judging of Isaac coming up Wednesday. I'm glad that people are still enjoying that sub-series. Now, I don't really like... The reason why I don't really like Brimstone Bombs that much is because, for me, Brimstone Bombs... They are nice. Like it is nice to have them whenever you can get them for free, but not for the cost of 1 heart right now, where I could get something much better out of a Devil Deal. And they're not really something that we need, you know. Seeing the fear effect here from Abba Dabba Ding Dong causing us a little bit of a problem. Getting a Baden was nice, but we need more here. Need more damage, we need more movement speed. I don't think I've ever seen the Tinted Skull be in this room. But at least we found the boss right away, so we know where to go whenever we do find that teleport card. I'm actually gonna drop the Emperor card and stuff here just because I know that we're gonna be walking that way anyway. See if there's a greed fight in here. Probably is. No, there's not. Surprising. There's our Fool card. Don't know if we can time it. Oh, we did. There we go. It's always a little bit tricky to time a poison bomb fly to go in the right way. There's that Soul Heart we just spent that money on. We have our Fool card, which means we don't have to do a boss rush. You're seeing here our raw damage, our raw DPS is not terrible, but it's not great. But that's the one nice thing about Soy Milk is that any damage upgrades that you get gets multiplied by a whole lot. It has a magnitude of exponential growth on your DPS. Even 1 damage upgrade, like a big damage upgrade, can have huge impact on your Soy Milk, which is the reason why I'm going to take the negative here. And yep, that's a boss rush right there. I tell you what. Like, we could take the defizzle, but I actually like Soy Milk, so. And I do wish that the quality of boss rush was looked at, because there should be something. It should be something that if you accomplish it in the middle of a run, that is worth it. You know, they don't have to be the greatest items in the entire game, but I think that the level of items that you get definitely needs a review. Or at least if you get a boss rush, at least guarantee like the four item pedestals with a reroll pedestal. I think that would be fair. You don't have to buff the quality of the items there. Just give us the option to reroll them. See, that's why we don't go for vaults right there. We do have this Demon Judgment that we could play. We don't have the Polaroid, so get 1 more heart here. I'm so done with this rock. Even adding that little bit of damage there from the Polaroid, or from the negative, is enough to really supercharge this DPS. I mean, it's already increased by, I don't want to say tenfold, but increased by a lot fold. It's double folded. Our Emperor card, we definitely want the silver dollar to check out the super secret room. Okay. Let's use the money that we've got now. We can re-roll the shop to get some more hearts. We don't really need the converter because we can just simply do this and not cost us soul hearts. Booster pack doesn't really help us at all, to be honest. Like, we could take Eraser, but the Eternal Heart, the prayer card gives us the ability to pay for our devil deals by just simply clearing rooms, and I like that idea. And piggy bank's fine. It gives us 3 cents, so it only costs us 4 cents to buy, so it's not that big of a deal. Probably could stand to buy another bomb here. And we get restock, which is not going to help us now, but it will help us when we get to the shops in the womb. There we go. Finally, we get a payout from Old Bandage. Did not mean to do that, but yeah, contract from below, good. Bueno, 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 bueno. Good, 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 good. Now let's see if we can get something useful out of the silver dollar here. Getting some extra shops late game is quite nice. As always, as I like to mention every time we get the blue map, having the blue map, it does give you a little bit of an idea of where the boss room could be just by looking at where the super secret room is. It doesn't always turn out to be that case, but it's useful to have just to get a small idea of where it could possibly be. I'll bomb this real quick, and then I'm going to pause the recording real fast because my groceries just got delivered, so just give me one moment. Again, this is going to be instantaneous for you, but probably like about 5 minutes for me. I will be right back. Apologies. All right, sorry about that. I'd love to say that it was like 90% right whenever you can go check out the location of the super secret room in relation to where the boss room is, but it's not that reliable. Right now, I'm thinking that this is the right way to go, but it definitely could not be. Also, seeing how bad our movement speed is here going into the late game. Yeah. So now I have absolutely no clue of how far we can go. Or where to go. We could use the reverse stars card to get rid of number 1. That would give us our range back. I think we would honestly still be capped. I think that we would still be capped on soy milk because of Sad Onion. I think. But this would give us our range back and also gives us a chance to get 2 items out of the secret room, which might be worthwhile here. Yeah, so we're still capped, as you can see here. And then we get raw liver and the skeleton key, which is huge. 99 keys, we get 2 HP and a full heal. The only downside now to not having number 1 is that it doesn't come out in one singular stream. It's more of like the double shots here, which is still fine. I think it was definitely a worthy swap there because of the HP. And 99 keys is absolutely massive for us. I should also mention that Ball of Tar was also a very good pickup as well. Hey, we really actually probably don't even need any more red hearts, to be honest. So you're seeing how there's just a slight little variation now in how different our shots are coming out as opposed to us having number 1. That's something that it's definitely worth taking pause at before you do a move like getting rid of number 1, but I still think that overall this was still a good trade, regardless of what the items that we got out of the secret room would have been. PH Dizzle here. Immediately get Nothing for it, but that's okay. I'll take BOGO bombs just because there's no reason not to get them. Honestly, yeah, give me a deck of cards. Oh, okay. All right, game. Well, now we got to go for Black Candle. Justice card here. Now, remember, we do have the Swallowed Piggy Bank, so if we find a Temperance Machine or even a, if we can get another Confessional Booth, that'd be nice. Not what we wanted. We need 7 cents to get Black Candle. At 5 cents. I don't mind taking a little bit of damage here and there because we have so much HP to give up. We have this Black Heart in the Super Secret Room as well. Actually surprised that Loki's still alive. Yeah, we don't need any more HP right now. And it's Krampus. The Bolitar is great. You saw the slowing shot that we got right there. Of course, having the slowing aura behind us is fantastic, and so is having Lump of Coal here. Lump of Coal is actually huge. Okay, so there's our 27 cents we need for Black Candle. I will take the dessert just to give us the HP up, and then we're finally going to be able to see how much HP we have left. I'm willing to bet that we've got like 5 red hearts, I want to say. And we're not even on, we didn't even take red heart damage yet, so. Yeah. We were on 6. We were on 6. 7 plus 1, yeah. 7 red hearts. We're about to go up to 8. Which is actually a little bit too many red hearts, but that's fine, because obviously we're going to be going towards the dark chest, so we're going to need this for Devil Deal items. The Lump of Coal plus Soy Milk is absolutely massive. The way that it interacts with Soy Milk is huge. You know, we talked about having that. We talked about having the exponential growth for our DPS from Soy Milk on any little damage upgrades. Well, the way that Lump of Coal magnifies its damage works even more so in favor of Soy Milk, and it really, really pumps up the damage numbers. Even though you can't see a difference in the tiers, it still is putting out a lot more damage than what it shows on paper, 1.60. I like having the idea of having a deck of cards here is also very good. Especially with the battery, we're not going to have any wasted energy. We can get a Hierophant card, we can get some more Emperor cards, that sort of thing. Makes for a very smooth Isaac experience. Yeah, like I said, an Emperor card. Might as well just rip it here. Of course, I will go back and go get the other one, but we were going in the wrong way. I'm glad that I did that. I'm just gonna sit back here at max range as much as I can. And yeah, look how fast that damage goes down. You get a Devil Deal, and yep. Hoping for a little bit more movement speed if we could have swung it, but there's our shop. And we got a treasure map. Look at that. We will take it. It's our last shop of this run, so might as well put a little bit of money back in there. Wow. Saw that shot and I said there was no way that's going to make it all the way there. Got the Emperor card in lockdown. Hoping that we get a good tier effect in the dark chest. Range up, we'll definitely take that. We don't have enough money for Hushy yet. I'm gonna pass. Gonna pass an old Hushy for now, but speaking of old Hushy, remember the next like streak goal, everybody. Hush and Delirium week. The theme week is coming up next. Every video that gets to 3,000 likes or more will put another tally on the like streak, and that's gonna be a spicy week because the stipulations for that one is going to be we have to do Hush and Delirium on the first lap, no matter what, if possible. Now it is entirely possible that we may miss Hush. Of course, I wouldn't do that deliberately, but it is possible because you only have a 30-minute window to get Hush. So if that happens, then we have to do a victory lap. But Delirium on the first lap is something that can happen, but we can't do Delirium until we do Hush. So it's gonna be a spicy one. Something a little bit more familiar to our usual runs than Alt Path week, obviously, but go back and get that Emperor card. It's kind of diabolical that they put those 2 rocks there to protect the eye lasers. And we get rock bottom just sitting right in the middle of the secret room. Wow. Okay. We get rock bottom out of nowhere. And that's going to go great for us having the deck of cards because now any stat ups that we get from the deck of cards are going to be permanent. The Sun card, which does give us 1.5 damage, so obviously that's toned down a little bit thanks to us having soy milk, but still. Wow. What a turn of events here with rock bottom now. We're not even done yet. See what we have for Devil Deals. Little Delirium. Cut Oath. Well, I will take Void, obviously. Go ahead and void the deck of cards. We'll take Death's List, even though we probably won't get much use out of it because of Demon Baby and because of Soy Milk as well. But it'd be nice to get a payout here from Lamb. Let's go right under that shot. Yeah, I don't quite have the movement speed to jump through those hoops there. Look at this range, though, that we've got. Look at that. Now, that's max distance right there for a lump of coal. There we go. Down goes Lamb. Absolutely. Oh, man, we've got a great foundation now. Second seed, Kilo 1, 2 Delta, 4 Tango Zulu Alpha. We've got a great opportunity here to ball totally out of control with rock bottom soy milk. I'm here for it. Pheromones and tears up. Tears up. Let's go find the item room here. The pill feels like I'm walking on sunshine. It's invincibility. On bag, you can get got. On bag's about to get got right here. Trying to get the payout from Death's List as much as possible. A range and a Tears upgrade, a very significant Tears upgrade too. Holy moly. Sharp Plug Void is not really that interesting. We don't want Little Baggy either, even though we have PhD.
Pretty fly.
Pretty fly. A lot of money here. Don't need the keys. We can use the Ace of Hearts to turn anything that we want into, well, hearts. I will take the counterfeit penny because we're not going to need... I mean, technically speaking, we will get a little bit more use out of the silver dollar, but we're all the way back on floor 1, so there's not really a need to hold the silver dollar this long. Lots of hearts here. Now, the rock bottom, that opens up a world of possibilities for stats. We don't have to worry about getting stats downs anymore. It's unfortunate that it didn't come up before soy milk, but what can you do? It's still a good problem to have, right? If we get something like Red Stew, we get something like Sacred Heart, we're not going to have to worry about any of the downsides, like the shot speed down or anything like that. Strength card immediately gives us a huge stat boost here. Yeah, that's... Our damage is about to be rocking. And you know what? We don't need Old Bandage, so I'm just going to do that. We do have a world card coming in from the deck of cards as well, which is nice. Even though we have the treasure map, obviously. It's still nice to see the map. Check out this here curse room. Money's starting to roll in now thanks to counterfeit penny. Another range upgrade there. You'll get another tiers upgrade and a shot speed upgrade from Play-Doh Cookie. Now, you could make the argument that with soy milk, you may want to keep Play-Doh Cookie, but you also got to remember the activation of a Fire Mine there with soy milk. It's gonna be proccing a lot. We have a skeleton key, so we don't really have to worry about key usage anymore. We can go into the vaults, even if the vaults are probably gonna be bad. Yeah. The golden key here. And this is really where the value of having the deck of cards on Void is going to pay off because of Rock Bottom. Getting those random strength cards, getting those Empress cards, getting those Devil cards, all that stuff is just going to add to more permanent upgrades for us thanks to Rock Bottom. Get another range upgrade here. And yeah, there's Jello. We could take Jello, but... Of course, is there value in voiding Jello? I mean, yeah, there's value there. But Jello's not necessarily something that we're going to be relying upon at all for this run. It's like I said earlier too, Jello and soy milk don't actually get along all that well because of all the knockbacks and all the clown physics. So it's not really an item that I'm going to take too much time in trying to figure out whether I want or not or need. Wow. Threw that so hard it knocked us out of the door almost. There's a silver dollar again. Super secret room. Might as well go back there. Balls of steel. 2 Horf pills. Speed up. We actually got to speed up. Unbelievable. Hallelujah. I only came down here just to check to see if this was the item room. I figured it wasn't, but there's a balls of steel pill here. This could also still be the treasure room, I guess. It's not. There's a Sacrum Shuffle. We've got plenty of HP to do this, though. Lots of red hearts. Do a little Sacrum Shuffle here and get us a little bit of extra money. And the balls of steel pill. We also have Humbling Bundle plus the old bandage. So any payouts that we get from this is going to be double hearts, as you see right here. Redemption never fails. Uriel's going to be super dead. 7 soul hearts, and also get Gabriel, which is also going to be super dope. There you go. Might as well take the key pieces. You never know. Never know where we're going to end up on this run, you know? Still looking for our item room, though. Another Horf pill. Don't need PhD again. They don't stack, although we do have 99 cents. Avoid adrenaline. We get another Tears upgrade. Empress card gives us that damage up that we wanted, although it's past that. It's past the point of helping us right now, so it's going to be a bit before we can get our first actual damage up from rock bottom. We got another range and shot speed. We could use some damage here, Void. I've given you plenty of opportunity to get to give us a damage upgrade now. So any damage up we can get is phenomenal. I have a feeling our item room is going to be over here. Oh, it's just gas. A Hierophant, nice. I'm using Void here just because I want to try to get the I want to try to get our cards. You're seeing here, we don't even need to keep our direct damage on targets for very long before they just go down. Just because of the sheer amount of tears that we're firing. The luck upgrade, a suplex. Two spacebar items, no thank you. Even though we don't really need the money all that much, it's still kind of a waste. I don't like being wasteful, you know? Yeah, oh man, look at all the HP here. Contract from below going ham. Get another Tears upgrade. Yeah, we've got a laser beam of Tears now. I don't think we need any more Tears upgrades, and that's not a saying that I say often. We'll take Chaos here with restock. Yeah, these are all not great, game. So now with Chaos, we have no idea what we're going to see out of our Devil Deals, which, let's be honest, our Devil Deals have not been great on this run either. They've not been terrible by any means, but they've not been super amazing. Wagon Adventure. Like a strength card there, which is going to give us even more of a damage buff, and yeah, good luck, Bambino. I gotta say, Soy Milk has been, oh my god, well, that'll do it. That'll do her right there. Sacred Heart immediately after getting Chaos. What I was just getting ready to say was Soy Milk has been involved in some of the new strongest runs of the year. So far, anyway, this year, in I think all of them. It's definitely been the lowest common denominator, and it just shows you the strength of Soy Milk and why it's just so dang good. No, we are not D4ing this. No way, brother. The rich get richer, and this is just exactly another showing of that here, as we just have so much damage now. And oh man, just the fact that that even paid out was amazing. Go back and see where the shop is here. So the bone heart. There's no reason for us to lose a bone heart. We're not going to be taking bad damage anyway. Yeah, man, the shops are just not great. I don't want Headless Baby, but I'll take him. I mean, Skinny Eye Mushroom literally does not matter. He gives us a movement speed upgrade, I think. But it also lowers the coefficient that our damage is going to be given to us, even with Rock Bottom. It's already pretty low thanks to Soy Milk, so I don't really want to take another one. There's no reason for us to take Skinny Eye Mushroom. There's zero reason to. Monstro got one attack off, and he was lucky he even got that. Breath of Life. I guess we'll take Latchkey. Our first Tinted Rock of, I think, the entire run, other than that one that we couldn't access on floor 1. No reason to go that way, although I guess we could bomb our way into the boss trap room here. Stopwatch we don't really need. Turn into a luck upgrade. Don't really need blank card either. That gave us another Tears upgrade. Yeah, I think again, game. I think we're pretty good on Tears. I think we are solid. I believe the Aussies say we are sorted. Let's see trolls. No, thank you. Yeah, this is just we point in a direction of things that we want to die, and they just go down automatically. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this run either. There's nothing subtle or crazy about the items that we're getting here. I don't think we're gonna get a Racer. No. Did get Goat Head, which is nice. It's nice to have. Hoping that we can squeeze some more damage, though. Even the Mega Champions are not able to live through this. Had a movement speed up. Strength card, might as well use it anyway. It did give us another damage up, which is nice. We are going to get a damage up from Redemption, and let's just see where this. I mean, we're guaranteed to get stats, so we got nothing. Oh, we used Blood Rights. That's why we're getting hit. Reverse Stars card. I have no idea what this is going to remove, though. I kind of don't want to remove anything because in fear of us losing Rock Bottom. Oh, it would remove Pentagram. Might as well avoid it. Didn't really gain anything from it, but if we had the Razor Blade instead of Blood Rights, that would have been much better. Yeah, things are just kind of dying. Hermit card, we can sneak out of here, but I'm not going to. There's no reason to. Little Brimmy, Oh, Brimmy, yeah. It give us conjoined, but our stats can't go down anyway, so it's fine. What a Monday. What a way to start off the week there. There's the redemption damage, which didn't actually give us any damage upgrades because our floor is so low right now compared to where our stat is. Look at that. We're with conjoined and having Sacred Heart. Lots and lots of damage there. We get another Tears upgrade from Void. And we're going to pass on that to get another redemption upgrade. The Reverse Empress card, which will give us another Tears upgrade. Not that we needed one. We're putting out a lot of hurt right now. Game is not doing too well. Get rid of that Bone Heart. We don't really need it, obviously. We haven't needed anything on this run for a while. Double deal, no thank you. And yeah, you bet your bottom dollar we're going to go see old Hushy. Hushy thought he was going to get away after we passed him up on lap 1. Not this time, Hushy. Plenty of keys here. We get piercing shots, which is nice. Okay, all right. Okay, alrighty. Glitch Crown, I guess. I mean, we're not going to get much use out of Glitch Crown, so... Lost Soul Buddy, check him out now. You can actually take Mom's Perfume to raise the Tears cap if we wanted to do that. Yeah, this is just hypnotizing to look at right now. Action card, might as well. Queen of Hearts. Sure. Look like some Lovecraftian monster right now. Yeah, old Hushy's not gonna make it. We can go back and get Lost Soul Buddy here. Check him out now. Lost Soul Buddy right about now. All right, Lost Soul Buddy, we're giving you the ample opportunity to pay out with something nice here. And I guess I'll take Eye of the Occult. It's not going to really affect us much because we have we already have Sacred Heart. We already have homing is what I'm trying to get at, so it's just going to give us damage. Oh no, Lost Soul Buddy, oh no. Now, honestly, if we can get some Spectral Tears, that'd be nice. Priestess Reverse Hermit card. I'm honestly shocked that Isaac is even living this long, to be honest. Honestly, to be honest. Let's see what we got. We got ourselves some Binge Eater. Oh, man. I have Belial with this build is crazy. Binge Eater. Binge Eater's just going to round up the lowest common denominator for upgrades here. Chemical Peel is actually pretty nice for soy milk. And we haven't seen Mega Stanley in a while. Let's say max range here for Megastan, and this is just going to get out of hand real quick. With Eye of Belial and this damage here, yeah. Yeah, down goes Stanley. We didn't even get a chance to see him, and oh, you know we're not done yet. Come on now, come on now. We're not gonna let Hushy go down and then not go after Delirium either. Lost Soul Buddy, ecstatic that he's alive. You did it, Lost Soul Buddy. You did it. You survived through a Megastan fight, unscathed. I don't know what hit us there, but oh, wait, you know what? We don't even have flying. I thought we had flying for some reason. Spectral Tears again would be nice, but I'm not gonna hold my breath for that. Okay. Oh no, Lost Soul Buddy, oh no. He had 1 day till retirement. This is some insane tears right here. I haven't seen a tears rate like this in a while. Let's just, oh, well, never mind. I was gonna say, let's just add to the tears rate by taking Incubus, but I misjudged it. I forgot we have Binge Eater. Binge Eater adding an extra item to flip through. The nuisance, but a good nuisance to have. We know that none of these rooms over here can be bosses because it's just a roundabout, so all the bosses are... I thought that was going to be Delirium, but apparently not, obviously. The only room that can be over a boss room is the one down here. I doubt it's Delirium. That black lamb? Looked like a champion lamb for a second there. Now goes Lamb, and oh my gosh. Jacob's Ladder goes real crazy here. Maybe to the point of crashing the game. Like, I honestly don't want Guppy. Like, Guppy would be fine and all, but it would reset our HP, and then we would have to time our HP to get Binge Eater to get it back, and I just don't want to do that. Jacob's Ladder, though, man. Yep. Yep. Sissy! How you doing, little sissy? Now it's a run. Now the run can be complete. Little sissy. Come on down, girl. Been too long, sissy. Where you been at? You been enjoying your spring break? Little sissy. Oh, man. We don't really need Neptunus. Although it would have been nice to take Spirit of the Night for the Spectral Tears, but whatever. We got Sissy, that's the only thing that matters. I also needed to be careful not to void Damocles there. Yeah, this is getting out of hand now. Okay, now it might get to the point of crashing with Compound Fracture. Hopefully not, but we'll see. I'm going for the 11 on the dunk rating. You know, we can't get an 11 unless the game crashes. That's Venus. We don't really need Venus. I was going for Binge Eater here. Give us more damage, because that damage, obviously, it's not going to decay. And no, I don't care about taking damage. This isn't a run where we care about taking damage on. Okay, well. There's your full clear of void. Oh my god. That is the Star of Bethlehem, by the way. And, yeah, that's 110 tiers. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of damage now. Just a hair. Just a fair bit of damage. It's instant death. Like, instant death. I got mystery. I guess not what I was trying to go for, but... And, good luck, Delirium. You're gonna need it. He's dead. He's already dead. Wow, what a run. Thank you for watching, everybody. Gotta say, one hell of a way to start the new week here. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Man, the out of nowhere rock bottom changed the entire complexion of this run. Although I will say, MVP definitely goes to Soy Milk. Without Soy Milk, I don't think that we get to be that powerful in the first place. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you click that like button. Leave a comment down below, like I said. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for the support on the Monster Hunter Wilds series as well. Definitely go watch it. Go give that one a nice share as well. We've been getting in some good high-rank stuff later on in the series. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Vincent Velasquez, Ade Ode, and Mark J. Cameron. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.